welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to show you guys some tips on how I grocery shop. A ton of you guys have asked me how I stay in shape, what is my workout routine, what is my diet like, so I thought this video was fitting, and hopefully you guys can learn some useful things that you can incorporate into your own eating routine or grocery shopping routine. I feel like in general, when I am eating healthier, I feel so much better. Like my body feels better, my brain feels better, I feel less tired, I have so much more energy, and I just all around feel better in every way. And I don't actually think it's always difficult to eat healthy foods. I just think there are so many convenient food options and processed foods that are often chosen over fresh foods. So I'm going to show you some really easy tips that I find very helpful when I'm trying to stay on a healthy diet. I'm also going to give you guys some really basic tips on healthy snack and meal prepping so that healthier options are readily available to you. So yeah, let's begin. My first tip is before you go grocery shopping, evaluate the food that you already have and do a quick refrigerator clean out so that you can clearly see everything that you have at the moment. There is nothing worse than a super cluttered fridge, and I think that is often one of the reasons why food goes to waste. So I'm just going to go into my refrigerator and find anything that is no longer good that I can get rid of. This is old. This has definitely been in here for like 3 weeks. And then I'm gonna go into my produce drawer and see what's going on. This kale is definitely pretty old. However, I am going to juice some kale later and I'll probably just throw that into my juicer. But let's see what else. This definitely looks bad. When you guys are disposing of food in plastic packaging such as this, check and see if it is recyclable, because a lot of times it is. So you can see that this one is recyclable. Like, this has been in here for a long time. I seriously hate wasting food. Sometimes it is not always completely avoidable, but if you know what you have, then you should be able to eliminate a lot of your food waste. So now I've cleared out a lot of space and I can easily see what I have and what I need to buy. And this is all of the food that I'm getting rid of. And eliminating your food waste is also a really, really good way to save money. If you add up the money that you've spent on all of the food and produce that goes to waste in your refrigerator, it generally adds up to be a lot. And I usually keep my fruit in 2 different places. We have a bowl here, and we also have a bowl of fruit over here. And I just like to go through and see what's still good. Most of these guys still seem like they're pretty good. These bananas are definitely close to going bad, but I think I can probably make some banana bread out of them, so I'll hold on to them. Everything else looks okay. Now that I know what I have left, I usually like to make a quick list of some items that I would like to pick up at the grocery store. And I usually like to think of some meal ideas that I want to prepare in the week so that I can get items to make those recipes, even if they are really basic. And one of my biggest tips for you guys is to shop smaller. And what that means is that instead of going to the store and buying food for the next 2 weeks, buy food for the next 4 days. And it might seem like a lot of work to go to the grocery store a couple of times in a week or once every week, but it doesn't have to be a very time-consuming process. I usually just go and pick up a few items, and that helps eliminate food waste and ensure that I'm eating food that is more fresh. So here is my list at the moment. Just have some basic vegetables, bananas. VEGGIES is vegan mayonnaise, if you guys don't know what that is. I try to organize it by section so that I can just grab everything I need very quickly, and it's pretty easy. Now that I know everything I would like to buy, I am going to head out to the grocery store, and as usual, it is like 95 degrees and I am completely overdressed. So I am now at Lassen's Natural Food Market, which is one of my favorite places to shop for produce. There are a couple of locations in Los Angeles if you live in the area. Most of their produce is organic and local, which is awesome, and I think the quality is just really, really great. There are definitely expensive items here. I like to call them designer snacks. However, their produce and their bulk items such as nuts and rice and flours are very, very, very affordable. So I like to come here for pretty much all of my produce, and I also like the fact that I know where it's coming from and it's not gonna go bad like the next day. Okay, I am leaving Lassen's right now. I pretty much got everything on my list except one or two things. So I'm going to stop at Trader Joe's on the way home. Even though my hate affair with Trader Joe's continues. I know I've mentioned that in like 4 other videos, how much I hate Trader Joe's. Finally back home. I've actually only been gone for probably like an hour, and I'm going to show you guys what I got, how much it cost, and some simple snack and meal ideas that I have for the next week. So this is everything that I got at the store. I never get bags with my produce because I think it is a big waste of plastic and it's just unnecessary. So I got a ton of kale. I'm gonna make some green juices and also planning to make a kale salad for dinner one night this week. I got a lot of avocados. I usually try to pick a couple that are almost ripe and then a couple that are less ripe so that they will be ripe in a few days. Got some lemons, some Roma tomatoes because my boyfriend makes this really good pico de gallo salsa, and I also got an onion and some limes for that. I got some organic carrots and some ginger root, and this is actually turmeric. Turmeric is super healthy for you. It's kind of like a superfood. I also got some organic bananas, and I got some broccoli and some garlic just because I use it frequently when I'm cooking. And all of this organic produce was less than $30. So I feel like that is pretty affordable. And that is for 2 people. The most expensive thing was this broccoli, which was like $5, and that is unusually high. I actually didn't know it was that much. I think maybe it's out of season or something. I also got a loaf of sourdough bread, which is my favorite type of bread. I actually make it at home sometimes, and it's not full of any sugar or processed chemicals or anything like that. I got some tortillas, a couple containers of organic unsweetened almond milk, and I always try to get the organic and unsweetened variety of nut milks. I also got some basmati rice so we can have steamed vegetables and rice one night for dinner, and all of this rice was like $3. I also got a couple coconut waters because I'm going to be making some green juice with coconut water. And I got some Java chips because they are delicious. If you live in California and you have not tried Java chips, do so immediately. Moving on to what I got from Trader Joe's, I just got some pecan pieces for overnight oats and maybe some granola. I got some raw cashews to snack on, and then I got some celery because Lassen's did not have celery. One of the main things that bothers me about Trader Joe's is that almost all of their organic produce is in plastic packaging. It is so unnecessary, and I truly do not understand why. I find that the produce from Trader Joe's also goes bad so quickly. The quality is not consistent to me, and overall I just don't think it's that great of produce. For me, I try to buy produce at Lassen's or the farmer's market. There are so many farmer's markets in Los Angeles. Almost every day of the week there is a different one in a different area, and that's definitely the best place to buy produce because obviously you are directly supporting the farmers who grow the produce, and it's definitely the most fresh produce that you can buy, in my opinion. I also bought more flowers for myself. This is a common trend in my life, buying myself flowers. I honestly feel like having flowers in the house increases my quality of life, and that is my excuse. I do generally like to shop at the flower market in downtown LA because I always find that they have the best flowers and they don't use plastic packaging. I'm so over the plastic. I have such a hard time with it, honestly, but I will say that this one is recyclable. I don't know if you guys can see that. However, I don't even think a lot of people know that you can recycle these types of plastics. But yeah, this is everything that I purchased, and this is gonna be enough food for maybe 5 or 6 days as far as produce goes. I actually didn't get a ton of fruit, but we still have some oranges left over. But yeah, all of the food that I got here cost about $60. That is like going out to eat one night in LA if you're having a couple of cocktails. So I think I did pretty well. The first thing that I like to do is wash all of my produce that I'm going to cut up. Once I have cut out my vegetables, I like to put them in these glass Tupperware containers, which I have also talked about before. These are such a serious game changer for me because I am so much more likely to reach for something that is already completely ready to eat. I pretty much never waste food when it is already prepared in these Tupperwares. And then you can just stick these right in your refrigerator and they are ready to go. I also just mixed up some homemade blue cheese dressing with ingredients that I already had in my fridge. You don't need to deprive yourself from everything delicious. You just want to make sure that your diet is balanced. So I'm going to mix this up and then I'm going to store it in an airtight container as well. Doing a quick taste test just to make sure that it's edible. If you guys like blue cheese dressing, this is seriously the best recipe in the entire world. And I know this recipe by heart because I've made it so many times. It is not vegan, so if you're vegan, then I'm sorry. So now I have my vegetables and some dressing if I want to have a snack. Next, I have set up my juicer right over here, and I always save these containers when I get pre-made juices. I'm going to do one juice with kale and coconut water and maybe an apple as well. And then I'm going to do some lemon water with ginger and turmeric and cayenne. This is like straight ginger and turmeric juice with a little bit of lemon. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper. And then I'm going to add some purified water. And then I just like to mix it around a little bit. Once I have a little bit of my ginger and turmeric juice in the bottom, I just fill the rest of the container with purified water. I was able to make 5 of these cayenne, lemon, ginger, turmeric waters with the ginger and turmeric that I got today. And before you drink them, you just want to shake it up really well to make sure that everything is well mixed. I'll do an on-camera taste test so you know how it tastes. I love ginger, so I really like how this tastes. Very good if you are sick, if you feel like a cold is coming on, or in general just to boost your immune system and your metabolism. Okay, moving on to my kale juice, or my green juice. I am juicing all of this kale that I got today, well, 2 bundles of kale that I got today, and the leftover kale that was in my fridge from this morning. I'm also going to juice a couple of apples that I just happen to have in my fridge. And I'm going to divide it between, I think I'm gonna do 4 of them. Actually, I think I'm gonna do 3. And now I'm going to fill them the rest of the way up with coconut water. Very good. And now I'm just going to put lids on these and then put them in the refrigerator so that they can chill. Definitely tastes like a green juice, but still is a little bit sweet from the coconut water. Look how beautiful that green is. So it is actually the next morning, and I am about to have one of my green juices that I made yesterday. So all you want to do before you drink these is shake them up. You try it.
That's honestly really good. Good job.
Thank you. So for breakfast, I'm also having 2 fried eggs and a banana that I got yesterday with some pecan pieces and local honey, a piece of my sourdough bread, and a small amount of my water with turmeric, lemon, ginger, and cayenne. And And I still have all of my other juices left over. And I feel like a juice like this in Los Angeles is like $8. And I still have a ton of vegetables left over in my refrigerator and also on my counter. I hope you guys like this video. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, then let me know. And I will talk to you guys very soon in my next video. So I'll see you soon.
It's a video like 8 times.